what's good? It's Plain Jane out here, you know, representing Richmond, California. You know, I represent that Schmuck Life HBK movement all the way from the Bay to LA, you know, all across the town. You feel me? Check me out.
What did you say to me? Hell no, boy, they don't do it like me. Why they going on one? Man, I do it times 3. Crazy, sexy and cool, but a swing matters up. You should wanna be.
Alright, so Dope Air Magazine exclusive. I'm out here with Plain Jane.
What's happening?
You feel me? Representing Richmond, California.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So tell me more about this, about your projects you're working on. Like, why did you decide that you wanted to become a lyricist or MC? You know?
Okay.
So look to the camera.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Oh, right. It makes sense. So, I mean, since I was a kid, I've always been really talented with my writing. So I used to write poetry a lot when I was a kid, and when I got a little older, it kind of morphed into the rapping. Got met one of my fellow, you know, Schmuck Life Monsters Inc. Members, ST Spittin'. So we formulated the clique Monsters Inc. And that's how I really got into the music industry as far as on the rap scene. And what just made me want to do it is just like, it was more so more than just the glamour and everything like that. It was just the passion that I had for my writing. So that's where that pretty much stemmed from. And I'm sorry, what was the?
Like, what makes you want to hop into this game, this hip hop game?
Well, I think that just naturally, I just have a knack for it. I love writing. I love spitting. The energy that I get when I'm on stage and when I, you know, record, and you know, just that really fuels me more than anything. And also the fact that I am a female MC, it's a lot of female MCs that don't get enough credit, you know, in as far as like, you know, what they're doing, and you know, even if they are, it's like it's just not a lot of us out there. So I feel like it needs to have more of a female presence inside of the game in order for it to have a nice balance to it. It's really male dominated, and I think it'll naturally probably always will be, but if there is more of a female presence, we can, you know, bring more of a balance, and you know, everybody will see like different facets. It's not just all about, you know, like the guys and their perspective. You know, we need to hear a woman's perspective too as well.
All right, so what kind of topics do you like to discuss? Do you like to talk about women topics or female topics, I would say? Do you like to talk about the things that's going on in the world? Do you like to talk about, you know, racism?
Well, I'm definitely one of the uncensored type. I'll put it like that. I always, whenever I discuss what I like to talk about, because it can be on so many different platforms, I'll talk about sex, I'll talk about money, I'll talk about the hustle of the game, I'll talk about, you know, how I grew up, the city that I came from, the struggles that we had. Yeah, I do talk about, you know, certain, especially in more recent songs that I've been recording, I've been talking about, you know, what's been going on with the police brutality and things of that sort too. But I wouldn't necessarily just like lock it into one type of music. It's a widespread, like I talk about all types of topics, cover all types of things, because that's what life is about, and I don't feel like it should be just, you know, cornered into just one thing.
If you had a soundtrack to your life, what would it be? Like different genres of music, different artists, like describe it.
Well, my mom, she listened to a lot of the goodies, the oldies but goodies, you know, Smokey Robinson, you know, the Temptations, you know, like I grew up on a lot of the classic music, but I also, my dad was more so on the rock side, so I grew up also listening to Metallica and Papa Roach and, you know, Motley Crue, and, you know, just all different types of music. And then, you know, so I think that helped shape me as far as like, you know, my artistry. That's why I have such an ear. Like I can listen to all types of music, whether it's Bollywood, whether it's, you know, like reggae, whatever I can find the beauty in any type of music, and I think that helps, you know, really keep me well-rounded as an artist.
Okay, so what would you like to see change in hip-hop or just Bay Area hip-hop and the politics behind it?
Well, I would like to see, honestly, I would like a lot of the authenticity to come back. Not to say I don't like what's happening right now, because I love the energy. I love like the youth, like they're really like picking up on a lot of energy. It's not as violent as it used to be, which is good, because a lot of times you almost every time you went out you had to worry about getting shot. But now it's like, you know, you could really sit, you could party and dance, because people don't really want to fight. They don't feel like they have much to prove. I mean, they're still like the, you know, braggadocious, like, you know, egotistical, oh, I got a million bottles in here, all the models on my dick and shit like that. But, you know, I think it's gotten more positive, and the only thing I would like to see is for, you know, like, or more so, from as it's a consumer, you know, producer type, it's a two-way street, you know. So the people who are receiving the music and the people who are putting it out, I think that you know, if it's more accepted to be like more authentic, like people could really kind of reach out and like experiment with things and not just have the same thing kind of replicated all the time over and over again, that would be nice. But I would be lying if I said I didn't like it, though, you know. Like, I like to shake my ass, and I like to listen to songs about shaking ass, so I don't mind that. But I do also want to hear about other things that's going on, because it's more to life than that.
Okay. So can you tell the people at home about any of your upcoming projects, things you're working on, artists you're working with, people that people need to actually follow, and, you know, because you're fucking with them now, or...
Right. So I mean, I came up with the Schmop Life movement. You know, the whole New Bay. You know, I know that's pretty prehistoric at this point, but you know, with I Am Sue, and you know, Cool John, and you know, Skip, and you know, ST, Finesse God. You know, like all of those, you know, individuals. Like, we're seriously on the come up. So, and even some of my town, you know, peoples. You know, Young Gully. You know, Birch Boy. You know, we got like so much talent out here. Like, it's so wide open. If this was ever a time to do anything in music, right now is definitely the time to do it. And as far as my own projects, I'm going to be doing like a self-titled project with the you know, Plain Jane. Just really keep it really simple, and just like give people like a new, because I had tapped out for like a little second, you know, so I could, you know, just kind of get back to my artistry of things. And it's like now I'm gonna be releasing a self-titled project, and it's gonna have a lot of the new music that I'm doing. Like, it's still a nice mixture of what I was doing before, like with the intensity, but I'm adding a little bit more sexiness to it, just to, you know, kind of, you know, like show a different side of myself too as well. But you can follow me on Instagram, PLANEJANE12. That's Plain PLANEJANE, so it's like the airplane. So it's PLANEJANE12, and that's on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. So, you know, at me and follow me, and watch out, because here I'm coming.
Do you have any last words for the people?
Yeah, Plain Jane is the motherfucking illest. Nah, but shout out to everybody who doing their motherfucking thing, man. Keep on going, keep your grind up. You know, it's that time, man. You gotta shine. It's no time to be broke and lazy, man. You gotta get your shit together and get on out here, because this money is out here and they ready for us to take it, you know what I mean? Alright. Alrighty. Right now is the time to get it. Stop getting it how you live. Start getting what you've been missing. Get your biz up, this game's a stick up. You'll have your hiccups, but long as you get up, you'll end up a winner. I'm a professor of rap, no Stanley. Do this shit for my family while hoes be tossing they panties. I'm dreaming about getting Grammys, yeah, but I'm cool as a winter breeze. Sicker than a kitty sneeze. If you talking money, give me plenty, please. Best believe I stay high in the sky like vodka. Cloud 9, I'm high off that proper. My lungs is smoking. This chopper done got me coughing. Choo choo right off the noggin. But watch me run this thing back like Napoleon Kaufman. Yeah, I gotta slow it down. You better speed it up. I see they trying to compete with us. I told your homie we the next to bus. Just wait and see, man. I'm going down in history. In history.
Man, I drop so many hits. You can call me Ali. Man, I'm eating all these squares, Wally. Your spot got chopped and it probably was me.